Good morning. We are going to go over the 3 wishes questions. So your first question asks, what kind of story is this? And your test tutor says, look at the beginning of the story and think about what happens to the woodcutter. Personally, I don't even have to look at what happens to the woodcutter. Look at how the story starts, bubs. Once upon a time. And there are these magical things that happen in this story. Like they automatically get these wishes they want. So that's definitely not realistic. Okay, not realistic. It's not historical fiction because historical fiction is fiction that takes place in a real time. And a biography, bio means life, graph means write. So a biography is a writing about someone's life. That's not this, babes. A folk tale, though, makes sense because it starts once upon a time and it's got a fairy in it and they automatically get wishes. So please remember that a fairy tale is a type of folk tale and those usually start once upon a time. Number 2, what is the main conflict in the story? Well, I seem to remember that they used up all their wishes really quick. So let's go see what the choices are. A, the woodcutter must choose which tree to cut. This isn't about a tree. There was no conflict about a tree. B, the wife must give up riches to help her husband. Yes, she had the last wish and he said, you get whatever you want. I will live like this. And she helps her husband instead. So she gave up the riches. That was a problem in here. The fairy must decide which wishes to grant. No, she doesn't have to decide anything because she just has to grant wishes. D, the wife must find enough food for her husband. It didn't say anything about finding enough food. So 2 is B, bubs. Number 3, which words from the passage are antonyms? Antonyms mean you should be saying opposite at home. Great and sturdy, not opposites. Great could be like really good or really big. Sturdy means like it holds together well. Trouble and wish, no, those aren't opposites. Kind and generous, those go together. That's the name of one of my favorite songs, Kind and Generous. Appeared and vanished. Appeared means you showed up. She appeared at my doorstep. But if somebody vanishes off your doorstep or your package vanishes off your doorstep, does that mean they showed up on your doorstep or they left? It means they left, right? So 3 is D. Those are the only ones that are antonyms. Number 4, which word best describes the woodcutter's wife? Timid and determined. She was not timid, guys. Timid means like shy, afraid, like kind of like people, if you describe somebody as she's like a little mouse, she's very timid. That's not her. Bossy and mean. Well, she sure wasn't mean. Quick-tempered and caring. I did see that in there, but let's look at the next one. Sweet and gentle. She was yanking on that sausage. That wasn't very gentle. But guys, if you go back and you look in, let me show you where, you would have to label them, but it is paragraphs 12 and 14. She says, oh, what misery is this? She cried, with 3 well-chosen wishes, we could have been as rich as kings and lived in luxury all our days. But now we have just 1 wish left, and I know what it must be. So she is quick-tempered. She got upset, right? People can have reactions. That's fine. So she is quick-tempered. That's number 4. And then in paragraph 14, it shows you that the woodcutter's words reminded his wife of how kind and generous her husband had always been. With a loving smile, she looked at him and said, I wish for you to have the nose you've always had. So she's caring. She cared about her husband. So in paragraphs 12 and in paragraph 14, you can prove that she is quick-tempered and caring. I'm going to put those back up, pause the video if you need to get that down. So number 5, we can also prove, okay? So number 5 says, how did the woodcutter and his wife feel at the end of the story? A, content with their life together. Yeah, let's look at B though. Bitter that they wasted their wishes. They're not bitter. If you're bitter, you like complain about something something you did and it's always somebody else's fault and blah, blah, blah. The woodcutter and his wife are sure they will get rich someday. I don't think it talked about getting rich someday, or I didn't get that impression. Afraid that the fairy may return. They were not afraid, but they were content. And let me show you where I proved that. The woodcutter and his wife smiled at each other and sighed with relief. Then they ate their meager supper together. Okay, they are just fine being where they are. And when you're just fine with something, you're content. So BBDCA. Hope this helps. If y'all need any help, you know how to get me.